This is the Shrimp Trawler video channel Strat-O-Matic Baseball Excel Game of the Week.
Welcome back, baseball fans. The 1980-83 Fall League. Another game of the week and another adventure into the divisional series. Tonight, the Ohio Players and the Cleveland Indians. In the second divisional series of the American League, we've already seen Oakland take care of the Yankees. We'll show you the overall right now. Oakland's up to 21 wins already, with advancing to the League Championship Series in another year. We just saw this team win the Summer World Series, but this was 8 years into the future, and they're doing it now with Billy Martin as manager, and the great starting pitching with pitching coach Art Fowler and Billy Martin running the helm there, and the great outfield of Henderson, Murphy, and Armas. They knocked the Yankees out. But the top story in the American League actually is the Ohio Players, the number one seed in the American League, and the Cleveland Indians, the upstart wildcard team. Let's take a look at what happened in Game 1. Opening up, of course it's opening up in Ohio, but it's opening up in the land of the Ohio Players. And Game 1, holy smoke. What is happening here in this football game? Len Barker, bad day to be Len Barker. Game 1 assignment, ouch, versus Mike Norris, 1980, fantastic card. Second inning, it's the massacre begins. We have a triple in this inning by Hendrick, a double in this inning by Madlock, Easler, and Gonzalez, 3 other singles and a walk. That's 7 runs. Then we got 4, 5 singles in the third, 4 more singles in the fourth. They go to Don Hood. We got 3 walks, a 2-base error. They go to Dan Spillner. We get a Tony Pena homer. Single, double. When the carnage is all done in Dayton, Ohio, as if to introduce themselves to their big city neighbor Cleveland, and who knows, they might play the Cincinnati Reds in the World Series. See another big city Ohio team. Ohio Players 19, Cleveland 6. Probably the most curious thing is that Cleveland got 6 runs off Mike Norris and still lost the game by 13. No fluke either. 19 runs on 27 hits. Every starter had at least 2 hits. You know, like they say, everybody got a hit. Everybody got at least 2 hits. Madlock, Dick Davis, and Tony Pena had 4 hits. 19-6, Ohio Players win Game 1. So now they'll probably lose Game 2, 2-0. That's what usually happens in Strat, right? You get 27 hits day 1, and you get 6 next day. Not at all. Bud Black for Cleveland, Vida Blue for the Ohio Players. Scoreless, game until the 5th. Ohio Players top lineup, Mumphrey singles. Rodney Scott does a hit and run single. And then Bill Madlock with a 3-run dinger, and it's 3-zip. Stays away to the 7th. You walk Madlock, and this time it's George Hendrick with a 2-run homer, 5-0. The Cleveland Indians eventually get to Vida Blue in the 8th. So for 2 runs, he exits, and Roy Lee Jackson and Grant Jackson finish the game. Final score, the Ohio Players 5, Cleveland 2. Man, folks, we have not seen an expansion team go on a bender before, and I'm telling you, this Ohio Players team, there is absolutely no flukes at all in this lineup. They are fine-tuned. It's taken them like over a decade to constantly keep tweaking and reinforcing their players. I can see, like, from the early 70s team, George Hendrick is still here. Dan Driesen's still here. Vida Blue, of course, is still here. But it's taken them, you know, at least 8 years in time to put this monster together. Which brings us to Cleveland for Game 3. Today's game. Cleveland's got to begin a 3-game losing streak or it's all over. The Ohio players, they're going to send Joaquin Andahar out there. Joaquin Andahar got a World Series ring for the 1982 Cardinals, 15-10 with a 247 earned run average. World Series pitcher in a potential clinching game. And the Indians, they're going to send out Burpee Home Blyleven. We saw him dominate in the wild card game versus the Milwaukee Brewers. Then he had a day off, and in the first 2 games, so he's pitching on 3 days rest today to save Cleveland's season. So it's really, he did it already. He saved Cleveland's season in that 1 game against the Brewers. He has to do it again. Ohio at Cleveland. Sounds funny, I know. Let's get started from Cleveland. Leading off is Jerry Mumphrey. 59 is a K. Bill Madlock, 1-7, double 1 of 14. That's a 2-base hit for Madlock. Dick Davis, 210, grounds to short. And with 2 outs, it's Mike Easler, 45 off Blyleven, double 1 of 3. That's an RBI single, and the Ohio players are up 1-zip. George Hendrick, 2-6, another single to right field. Easler will hold at second with 2 outs. Number 6 hitter, Julio Gonzalez. 47 off Blyleven's a single to center field. Easler will run. He's a 13, 14, 15. Manning's got a -1 arm. He scores on a 9. Oh boy, Cleveland. Not another 19-run game. Number 7 hitter, Dan Driesen. 55 off Blyleven's ball 4, and the bases are loaded for Jerry Emanuel. 110 is a fly ball to center field. They leave him loaded, score a couple. Bottom of the first, it's Toby Harrah. 211 pops to third. Miguel Delaney, 67 pops to short. And Mike Hargrove, 37's a walk. Andre Thornton, 58, flies to left field. Top of the second inning, it's Gary Alexander, 411, first X. Hargrove's over there. He's good with the glove. He's a 2E10. And he makes the play. All right, back up top to Jerry Mumphrey. 37's a walk. 1 out walk. Bill Madlock on a bender, on a tear in this little series. 4-2 first C. Runner in scoring position for Dick Davis. 3-10, flies to left. Bottom of the second inning, it's Ron Hassey. 4-5, double 1 of 5, they get a double. Larry Harlow, 54, center X. Your center fielder is Jerry Mumphrey, a 3E4 in center. And he surrenders an RBI single, and the tribe is on the board. 2-1, Joey DeBoobaboo, 63, pitcher X, E28 pitcher. That's not very good. And it's an error. Dwayne Kuiper batting 8th today, 47, base hit right field. Harlow, 15 runner, but Hendrick can throw. George Hendrick has a great arm. So no, they're going to pump the brakes. They don't want to run out of this inning. There's nobody out. It's a 2-1 game, so they don't want to run out of this. Bases loaded. It's Rick Manning. 1-8 is ball 4, and the Indians, one thing the Indians can do that keeps them in most of the games they're in is draw walks. They've got Toby Harrah, Mike Hargrove, Andre Thornton, Hassey, Harlow, Dibzinski. They all are real high on base guys. There's not a lot of, well, the only free swinger I think is Delaney. So yeah, it's 2-2, bases loaded. Back at the top to Toby Harrah. This is where those bases loaded walks would look awfully good. Pitch to Harrah. 42, he pops to third. Miguel Delaney. 53, first C. That will score a run. And with 2 outs, it's Hargrove. 46, base hit center field. That'll score 1 run. Manning is going to try and score, and he does on a 15. Off the plus arm, a 2-out, 2-run single. And the Tribe has a 5-2 lead. Andre Thornton, 66, flies right. We go to the 3rd. Mike Easler, 210, second. George Hendrick, 2-4, short. And Julio Gonzalez, 63, second X. Kuiper's a 2-4, he makes the play. All right, bottom of the 2nd inning. Ron Hasse, he started last inning with a double. This time, it's a base hit. Larry Harlow, 2-6, single 1 at 12, gets it. 2 on for Dibzinski. 110, single dot dot. These Indians, man, if they didn't give up 19 runs in game 1, you know. But yeah, they can put guys on with just about anybody. Runners on the corners, playing Kuiper. 2-3, double to center field. Dibzinski holds a 3rd because we got another monster inning on the horizon. It's number 9 hitter Rick Manning. 2-8's ball 4. You can't get him out, folks. Cleveland trying to return the favor of that 19-run embarrassment. As this series is turning into a softball contest, folks, we're getting 0 pitching. Bases loaded, there's nobody out, and Andahar is dangerously close to an early point of weakness. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2. One more walk or hit, and we call him busted. Toby Harrah. 1-6, homer 1-4, fly ball, and when we look up, there she be. Let's take a look at the Harrah card. Toby Harrah, 1982, one of his best years. 304, 25 dingers, 84 walks, a little on the light side. I like to see him draw 100 walks, but 84 we'll take. And 1-6, homer 1-4, fly ball. The rest, that's a 4-run swing or a 3-run swing. No sac fly. Just a 4-burger. There's nobody out. Andujar's broken. This is very reminiscent from Andujar's Game 7 World Series start versus Kansas City, 1985, if you want to look that up. It's probably worse. It's 11-2, folks. Delaney, 69, center. Hargrove, 67, pops to short. And Andre Thornton, 47, another single. And I think at this point, we just want Andujar to pitch through the 4th inning to not kill his bullpen. Ron Hasse, 2-7, another single. 2 on for Harlow, 49, second X. Jerry Manuel's a 3-11. And that inning's over. My goodness. So Andujar will pitch the 4th inning, or he'll pitch to 7 men in the 4th inning, and then he's gone regardless. So that's his punishment for the early point of weakness there. 11-2 game in the 4th. Maybe I'll try and hurry this up for you, folks. If you got stuff to do, if you got those leaves in the rain spout, and you want to get them cleaned out of there, and you're like, that's right. Why did I turn YouTube on? I'll get you out of here quickly here, folks. You can just go get that ladder out, get some gloves. We'll get you right up there to clean that rain spout out, folks. I'll get you out of here as soon as possible. Driesen K's. Jerry Manuel rolls to first. Gary Alexander walks. Top hitter Mumphrey, 68, skies the center. All right, now you got Dibzinski, 58, flies to left. Kuiper, 57, single because he's a broken pitcher. Rick Manning, 54, center X. Jerry Mumphrey's a 3-4. Makes the grab, and with 2 outs, it's Harrah. 6-12, left. He's gone after 4. Top of the 5th, it's Madlock. 69, flies to right. Dick Davis, 35, singles. Mike Easler, 1-8, single 1-15, gets it. 2 on for Hendrick, 36 Ks. And Julio Gonzalez, 36, is a double to right field. 1-run scores. You don't want to get thrown out at the plate when you're down 10 or 9, whatever it is. Second and third for Driesen, and he flies to right field. 11-3 affair. Weird crooked numbers in this series, folks. Bottom of the fifth. Let's pause a moment for station identification.
This is the Shrimp Trawler video channel.
Este es el canal de videos de camaroneros.
All right. The call to the pen goes to Jesse Jefferson. Was a California Angel in 1981, 2-4 with a 3.62 ERA in 77 innings. And it's early mop-up here, an 11-3 game. Delaney leads off. 2-8 grounds to short. Mike Hargrove, 67 singles. Henry Thornton, 5-12 walks. Ron Hasse, 1-5 center. And with 2 outs, Harlow, 44, third X, but Madlock's a 4-20. That's a single. Bases loaded. Dibzinski, 2-7 is a K. 11-3 in the sixth. Jerry Manuel, 66, flies to left. We have an opportunity to rest Blyleven here. Gary Alexander, Ks. Save his arm a little bit. Now Hayden come back on for Game 5. Jerry Mumphrey, 1-5. Homer 1-9 double. That's a home run. 11-4. Bill Madlock, 37's a walk. Ohio's not giving up. Which one? The players. 1-9 Dick Davis singles. Hold on, Al. Hold on. 2 on, 2 outs for Mike Easler. 57's a K. 11-4 game. Bottom of the sixth. Kuiper, 1-8 is a base hit. Rick Manning, 55, second C. Runner in scoring position for Toby Harrah. 39's a walk. Boy, they walk a lot, folks. Miguel Delaney, 39 right, and with 2 outs. Mike Hargrove, the human relay, flies to center field. 11-4 left. Blyleven pitched 7 innings today, then give him an early shower. George Hendrick, first X. Your first baseman is Hargrove's a 2-10, makes the play. Julio Gonzalez, 1-8, is grounded to short. And Dan Driesen, 6'10", third X. Mr. Toby of Harrah is a 3-13. It makes the play. All right, stretch time here in Cleveland, and the fans are happy. They ended this game early, it seemed, with a 5 and 6 run innings. 11-4 affair. We have been enjoying and are enjoying the James Gang Rides Again LP. Funk 48, or 9 in this case. 10 My Garden. There I Go Again. Ashes, the Rain and I. All the great, the Bomber, man. Oh, that's right. This record, that was the Bomber we just heard. Yeah. Great stuff from the James Gang. Bottom of the seventh, back to it. Pitching change. Jesse Jefferson's gone. Roy Lee Jackson will come in. 1981 was a Toronto Blue Jay. 1-2. 2.61 ERA. 62 innings. He'll face Henry Thornton. 2-5 homer, 1-11. It is gone. It is 12-4. Ron Hasse rolls to first. Harlow, 2-5 single. Now Cleveland, save some of this offense. You need 3 wins, not just this soul-crushing defeat. You need to get some runs in games 4, and then the short bus ride across town to Dayton for game 5. Dibzinski, 67 Ks. And Kuiper, 2-6, grounds to second base. All right, Blyleven's gone after 7. That's nice. Get some rest. They'll go to Don Hood in the 8th. Mr. Hood actually was a Kansas City Royal in 82. 4-0, 3.51 ERA in 67 innings. 6 outs to record. And all 3 of these games have been kind of lacking luster. The luster's not there. It lacks. They lack that luster. Rodney Scott will pinch hit. And 2-5, it's a pinch hit single. He's on at first base. And now you got Gary Alexander. 2-8 is a base hit. Runners on the corners for Jerry Mumphrey. 53, left X. Out in left field, you have Delaney's a 2-10, and he makes the grab. That's a sac fly. it's 11 or it's 12-5. Runner at first for Bill Madlock. 410 pops to short. Dick Davis, 36, single dot. And batting for Mike Easler will be Tito Landrum. 38 is a strikeout. All right. Cleveland is going to, or Ohio should say, they're going to go to another pitcher here. Victor Cruz hasn't pitched in the series yet. He'll get some work in the 8th inning. This could be a gentleman's sweep, so be careful, right? You know, like, give the Indians a win, and then we'll just stomp them in game 4. So who knows, folks? Rick Manning, 1-7 is a K. Toby Harrah, 49's a walk. Delaney, 55 is another walk. Mike Hargrove, 57 is a K. And Thornton, 55 is another K. God, it's hard to get Cleveland out. 12-5 in the 9th. And we'll go with Rod Scurry in the 9th. He hasn't pitched in the series yet. Rod Scurry was a Pirate, 82. 4-5, $1.74 ERA in 104 innings. He's with Indians now. And it'll be George Hendrick leading off in the 9th. 35 is a base hit. And now you've got batting for Julio Gonzalez will be Tony Pena. If I can find his card here. Tony Pena got the day off today because they were up 2-0 in the series. It turned out it was very inconsequential. 1-3 flies are 8. Dan Driesen, 1-6 is a double 1-8 double. Second and third for Rodney Scott. 3-6 flies to center, and with 2 outs, it's Gary Alexander. Probably one of the quickest playoff games you're going to have, folks. 38 is a K. There it is. That's that. 12-5. Plus, very seldom you get 17 runs in a game, and it goes by quickly. But that's sort of the white flag that went up early in this thing. And sometimes that happens when a team is up 2-0 in a series. The dreaded gentleman's sweep. Okay. We'll take you right to the box since we have some extra time here. Scurry gave up 2 hits and a K. Don Hood gave up 3 hits, a run, and a K. Burpee, home to 11, got the victory. 9 hits and 4 runs allowed. 4 walks, 5 strikeouts. Victor Cruz, a hit, 2 walks, and 3 Ks. Willie Jackson, 2 hits, a run, and a K. 2 innings for Jesse Jefferson. 2 hits, a walk, and a K. Another hit, another walk. And the rest is the bad day of Joaquin Andahar. Not as bad as Len Barker's day in Game 1, but pretty close. 12 hits and 11 runs. Oh, so much for the Cy Young. Yeah, no. It wasn't going to happen anyway. You get the idea. That's 7 earned. 3 walks, no strikeouts. 1-0-9, 0-1-0-8. 12-17, 5-14. 4-7-7-5, 7-5, 4-7. Well, we have not had a nail biter at all, folks. It seems like, 19-6, then a 5-0, 5-2 game, and then this 11-2 affair. A lot of runs, though, for the playoffs. Normally you don't normally get this many runs in a playoff game, but there we are. This is what we have. All right. Overall now, the Indians are now 19-17. They're hitting .278. And, of course, their ERA is .474. Well, they gave up a 19 burger a few days ago. That's really going to kill your season's ERA. Blyleven improves to 7-4 is the good news. The bad news is Game 5 starter Len Barker is 3-7. You got 9 homers and 28 RBIs for Toby Harrah. Plus he draws a lot of walks. And for your Ohio players, they fall to 21-10. They're hitting .297 with a .350 ERA. Andahar falls to 2-2. Basically, Vida Blue and Mike Norris, that tandem is 14-4, dominating. Victor Cruz has got 8 saves closing. Not a lot of homers on this team, and frankly, not a lot of RBI either. They've scored 176 runs, given up 123. It's a balanced offense. with the Ohio players. Nothing really sticks out from one individual player. You got contributions throughout the lineup, though the star of the team is probably Bill Madlock. He's 44 for 130. That'll hit you 338. That's a Bill Madlock batting title kind of year. So the way the rest of the series shapes up, tomorrow it's Brian Kingman for Cleveland against Jackson Todd for Ohio. Who knows how that can go? And then Game 5, this is what Ohio wants. Back on their own turf, and their man, Mike Norris, the guy they wish to run all the way through the World Series as their ace, Mike Norris, will battle the beleaguered Len Barker for a second time. So we'll have the results of Game 4 and possibly Game 5 for you after the break. So stick around. All right, baseball fans, here's the box score of Game 3 that you saw. The Cleveland Indians trouncing Ohio 12-5. Blyleven went 7 innings, 9 hits, 4 runs, 4 walks, 5 Ks. Hood and Scurry finished the affair. And this bludgeoning early to Joaquin Andujar, who took the loss. 4 innings, 12 hits, 11 runs, 7 earned, 3 walks, didn't strike a batter out. Bullpen was reasonable, with just 5 total hits and 1 run allowed the rest of the way. Pretty paint by the numbers gimme game when you're up 2-0 in the series. So let's see what happens in Game 4. Right back in Cleveland. Have they taken over the momentum? Jackson Todd, a Toronto farmhand. Brian Kingman, he's Ringo in that Oakland pitching staff in the 1980, behind Norris and Keogh and McCaddy and Langford. Then you'll find Brian Kingman, the number 5 starter of that rotation, which is why he's not on Oakland, as he was expendable. Anyway, bottom of the first, an error by Rodney Scott and a couple outs. Then Andre Thornton, 2-run homer, 2 unearned runs. And that is only... Jackson Todd will only give up 1 other hit in his 6 innings. In the second inning, Easler walks, and then right back, Dan Driesen, 2-run homer, were tied. Third inning, Madlock single steals a base. Mike Easler, 2-run homer. It's 4-2. This game will stay this way, 4-2. Todd departs after 6 innings because he's a starter 6. He isn't very good. So they just want to get him out of there, even though he's pitching a gem, which is the bizarro part of this series. So they go to quality lefty setup guy, Grant Jackson. What does he do? He goes walk, single, double. So much for that lead. 3 runs in the 7th for Cleveland. They take a 5-4 lead. So they go to their lefty closer, Rod Scurry. Whoops. Single walk, and they blow that lead. And the Ohio players have regained the lead 6-5. So they go to their closer, Victor Cruz. Yep. Another reliever bombing. 9th inning, single, walk, single, sac fly, game's tied. So then the Cleveland goes to another pitcher, Ed Farmer. Yep. Walk. Triple off of Joe Charbonneau's defense in right field. A Bill Madlock single. 8-6. We're running out of pitchers to finish this game as Scurry and Farmer and Cruz and Grant Jackson have been awful. So they go to Roy Lee Jackson with a 2-run lead in the bottom of the 9th. So what does he do? Walks the first batter. 2-run lead, trying to go to the League Championship Series. Mike Hargrove walks him. Andre Thornton pops out, and then Charbonneau, infield single, bases are loaded, winning run at first, but he strikes out Mike Heath and gets Jerry Dubzinski to pop out to end the game. Jackson Todd, 6 innings, 2 hits. The Ohio bullpen, 4 runs and 7 hits in the last 3 frames. Cleveland's bullpen, 4 runs and 5 hits in the last 3 frames. Ohio wins the game, and they win the series. They win 8-6 to win the series, 3-1. And I gotta say, what Whatever, dude. Whatever, dude. We got one of these teams in the League Championship Series for whatever reason. Are you a rooting man or a betting man, or you want to see a good quality baseball team, man? Root for the Oakland A's. The American League Championship Series, it'll be the Oakland A's against the Ohio Players expansion team. And look at that. Mike Norris of the Oakland A's pitching against them, as Steve McCatty has taken the air. This is rather fascinating. Then you got Vida Blue, who pitched for the Oakland A's in the early 1970s. How tasty is that, folks? So you got McCatty versus Mike Norris in Game 1. Game 2, Matt Keogh, Vida Blue. Then Rick Langford, Joaquin Andahar, Tom Underwood, Jackson Todd. Then a day off and rinse and repeat. That is your American League Championship Series. And the number one seed will still host it. Ohio is your number one. They will host it with a 22-10 record, and Oakland's 21-10, but they were number one seed anyway. One more chair to join the Final Four. We got the Phillies in the National League, and they will have either the Cincinnati Reds or Houston Astros. Winner of that will play the Phillies in the National League Championship Series. Fun stuff, for now at least. Break up your Ohio players. We have an expansion team in the American League Championship Series. This is the furthest this franchise has ever gone. You can root for them if you want, though I don't know. Yeah, go ahead, root for them. Thanks for checking this out. We'll see you next time.